What are your thoughts on Draymond get it done in 4-5? One fan thought that was the game plan being given away. What do you think?
Man, that's a pretty simple game plan. If so, I don't think they stand a chance. I don't think they stand a chance if that's the game plan. It's over.
Agreed.
But also, if they can win in 5 and that undoes it, could they have 1 in 5? It's like, oh, now Sacramento gonna play.
Oh snap!
That's what you can turn into.
Draymond is just saying what we all already understand. We got a team that's never been in the playoffs together. We got a franchise that haven't been in playoffs since 2006. I mean, my daughter wasn't born, and she's like a sophomore in high school. Like, going against the defending champions, right? Going against a core that's been to 6 finals in 8 years. Yeah, it's probably reasonable to think you want to take their confidence. I feel like that's the game plan. It's obvious. Anybody who follows basketball knows this is kind of what you need to do. Let's see if the Kings are really about that life. They might be. We just don't know. I kind of got to see it first. And if they are, then they are. If they are, then they're a problem. But if they're like most teams on the first time, it might be tough. It's not like the We Believe Warriors facing like Dirk and them in 2007. Right. They're facing Steph Curry, like Draymond Green, Klay Thompson. They're facing a team that just got finished beating Boston in Boston. Like, it's a little tough for the Kings. I hope they are ready, though, because it would be great for basketball.
Yeah. And you know, speaking of great for basketball, can we just say Draymond Green is great for basketball? I mean, he gives us so many sound bites like, thank you. And you could say, you know, it's bulletin board material, but, you know, it makes the game better. And even just talking about what's good for the game, I mean, the ticket prices for this game are wild. So they're hoping this series is a little bit longer. I mean, we're talking about ticket prices higher than MSG right now. We're talking about the Garden, folks. I mean, that's how, you know, important it is. And also, can we just clap it up for the Kings being relevant? Like, I mean, this is exciting for the NBA. I think. I mean, Marcus said it the last time they were in. I mean, I was in high school. Then you're probably in high school too. I mean, it's just why I think I was actually graduating middle school. I mean, it's been too long. It's been way too long. We have whole new generations that have been born since that time. But all that to say, I mean, do you think people are writing off the Kings too easily? I mean, what they did this year, I mean, they obviously probably did the impossible. I think we could all say, I mean, I don't know who had the Kings on their radar, you know, being on top in the West, but all that to say, I mean, do you think there's any chance that they really could make this an interesting series at all? Like, you know, have them winning a couple games, Marcus. I mean, tell me what the thoughts are out in California, because I'm hearing some people on the East Coast tell me, Kelsey, don't underestimate the Kings. They're not going to be that easy.
I agree with that sentiment. Like, they're so offensively potent that how do you not worry about this team, right? Like, I could see a scenario where they drop 130 just off the hype alone, right? I mean, they're gonna be spamming the beam in game 1. It's gonna go crazy. I mean, the tickets, like you said, I mean, I think, Kelsey, you might be the only one who can afford them at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like
don't do that. Don't do that.
It's going crazy. I know, right? It's wild out here. Like, it's nuts. I think, in fairness to the Kings, they're a really good team. Right. If they can pull this off in the playoffs, and I don't mean win the series, but look good, I think the rest of the league might be shook. Like, because in your first time, you play the defending champs, you play some Hall of Famers, and you walk away looking good. You know what this reminds me of? 2013, when the Warriors pushed the Spurs to 6. We walked away from that series like, hey, the Warriors might be for real. They had San Antonio a little shook a little bit. Later. Yeah. So I feel like that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about, is this team a piece or two away from a championship? Or is this like a flash in the pan? They got hot during the regular season. I think it's more of the former. I think this, like, we might walk away and say, all right, you need to do this and this, but you're right there. That don't mean you beat the defending champs, right? Like, that don't mean you beat the Warriors. Right. But it is something to build on. I think they have a lot. I mean, Keegan Murray is starting. He's a rookie. He's a rookie. Like, I think it's crazy to think the Kings are some kind of fluky kind of setup. They're a really good team. They're going to be a problem. We've seen this before. We felt this way about Memphis. we felt this way about Minnesota until they started, like, you know, making us not feel that way, right? but I feel like we're gonna walk away from this series like, all right, Warriors are gonna win the series, but we're gonna walk away like, hey, Kings coming, you better get ready.
Like, and they're going to be coming consistently. Like, this whole all of California going to the playoffs is going to become a thing that happens. And I agree with you both that you cannot underestimate Sacramento. I think you cannot underestimate Mike Brown and the way that he motivates that team. And I really think, you know, Nat, Kelsey, and I were watching the Minnesota play-in last night. Let's talk about these play-ins, because man,
wild.
The way that Minnesota crumbled before our eyes. I mean, the game was bad. I mean, the amount of turnovers was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. The fact that it took that much out of the Lakers to beat a Naz Reid less, a Jada McCain.
I was about to pass out, less, right? Like
a Rudy Gobert, right? Exactly.
He did this,
like, he was tired. He was like, "What is this game? This is boring." Like, but I am looking at a team like Minnesota that has all the pieces, right? That could be really, really good, but and Nat mentioned this on like IQ-less. Like, in terms of how they play the game, it doesn't seem very smart. And that's what I think that Sacramento has over some of these teams that seem like they are right on the cusp of potentially being championship caliber. They also have the intelligence now behind Mike and his team. And that's something to be mindful of, is that what's happening in New Orleans, right? With Willie, and what's happening in Sacramento is the same thing. It's pieces of the Warriors breaking off into other parts of the NBA. And you're starting to see this intelligence kind of drop in and players buying into these systems and playing really, really well.
But I think Minnesota is the reminder of why we kind of need to see the Kings first.
Right? Don't get hyped too early.
Yeah,
That's fair.
I mean, because when you start thinking about it, right? They're starting a rookie, right? Their bench are players who haven't been through this before. And it's not like they got a guy averaging 30 and 25. Like, they got a pretty democratic offense. They got guys who hit shots. They spread it around. It's Kevin Huerter. It's Malik Monk, right? It's Keegan Murray. It's Sabonis. And that's a lot to ask for an entire team to be clicking in their first playoff game, right? Like, or in a series now you have a good game, and now an adjustment is made. So now it's like, okay, now you got Draymond Green on you. And how do you respond to that? So we're seeing that. We watched the Timberwolves dominate that game. And then the Lakers said, hey, how about we press up on them? And they completely fell apart. I mean, they fell apart. Like, it was unbelievable.
It was so
and this
weird.
was after last year where they gave the series to Memphis, right? So it's like, you know, remind me of, it's like we saw this like 17-year-old kid who was like, yo, man, you really making some mistakes, but I believe in you. You got potential. And you have a good talk with them, and you feel like they're going to figure it out. And then you see him at 21, they still a mess. Be like, how are you still a mess? Like, we already went through this.
I thought we talked about this.
Yeah, that's Minnesota. Like, how is this still happening? Like, what are you doing? You're down 3. You have Dennis Schroeder as your only person between you and the basket. You get a bucket there, maybe get a foul, and you kick out for a rush 3. Like, why are you doing this? This is why you gotta wait. This is why it's so hard to win in the playoffs. Yeah. Go ask Joel Embiid how hard it is to win. Like, this is not for the faint of heart. You can be good, you can be talented, you can have camaraderie, and then you gotta win in the playoffs. And it is hard as hell. And that's what we gotta see if the Kings are ready for it. But if they are, watch out. Memphis gonna be mad. They're supposed to be next up, and if now the Kings look like they're ready, it's gonna be curtains for a lot of other teams who thought they were next.
Especially after all the crap they talked.
They were talking a lot of talk. and really quickly, I mean, I love Minnesota. I love the state of Minnesota, but I just have to get into this game more, because for folks on the East Coast like me, I was ready to go to sleep. I'm thinking, all right, they've got this. I had checked on, I put a tweet out, Marcus, checking on Lakers fans, like, y'all good? I was ready to talk a little bit talk. And then all of a sudden, we're on the phone and we're watching this unravel. And I'm like, there's no way. No, after last year, there's no way. There's no way. And there was a lot of chatter about Anthony Edwards and his production value, and then Karl Anthony Towns and his, value towards the end of that game. And obviously, we knew the Timberwolves were going into this game shorthanded, but they fought. And they fought, and they fought really well and hard. I mean, Lakers fans were shaking in their boots. Go check your Twitter timelines if you think I'm not telling the truth. But
no, they were cooked.
They were cooked. Yeah.
It was like that. But like Minnesota, as we think about the future in Minnesota, is there any hope? Obviously Rudy Gobert, that whole situation was just wild. It was crazy. But Minnesota, they had it and they fumbled the bag. Literally, just tossed it over, to the Lakers. They let the Lakers control overtime. Zena touched on the turnovers, which, my gosh, can you hold the ball, make smart basketball decisions? But Minnesota, I'm sorry, we have to do this rant because it was really wild and crazy. If I'm a Timberwolves fan, I took off of work today because I have to figure out my emotions because I don't know what happens.
You got to call your therapist. You're like, hold on, we got to talk about this. Here's what I actually think. In the grand scheme of his career, I think this is gonna be good for Anthony Edwards. He was awful.
Awful, he was real bad. Yeah.
And remember last year, he wasn't bad. He wasn't bad in the series. They just made so many not smart plays, but they played a good series, right? This time he was bad. I don't understand. I think the lessons they learned, Anthony Edwards is learning. I need another way to work when I'm not rolling. I got to figure out my counter. And I don't understand Kelsey. The one player who was playing good was Mike Conley. When things got hard, they literally took the ball out of his hands. I was like, how about we not run cat point guard against Austin Reeves 30 feet from the basket and put the ball in the hands of your point guard? I think they learned veteran matter. It makes sense. We can't just run anybody out there. And Mike Conley is 79 years old and he got 35 years of experience. And he was your best player, right? And it's why does he not have the ball? So hopefully, I'm hoping, because they're so talented, I hope they learn from these mistakes. I hope they're not 25 and we man, we tried to tell you when you're 17. You can't listen.
We're telling them right now. We are putting them, on notice. And following up on that, Marcus, from the other game that we saw last night, talking about teams that need to step up and make a difference. Let's talk about Miami. What happened to the Miami Heat? Everybody had literally wrote the Atlanta Hawks off, literally, right? Everybody had wrote them off, thinking it wasn't going to be competitive. People asking questions about Bam Adebayo and his production. What happened with Miami? Because this whole game, they just didn't seem like they were fully there. They got close at times. Udonis on the sideline trying to motivate that team, and it still wasn't enough. What's next for Miami, Marcus?
That offense is unreasonably pathetic. I don't understand. Eric Spoelstra is he might be the best coach in the NBA. He is top tier, and he cannot get this offense going. Think about it. We're talking about the OGs who saved the day. Where were they without Kyle Lowry? Kyle Lowry, Kyle Lowry get you 33 and you can't score. What is happening? It was unbelievable how inept they are. Their shooters aren't making shots. I don't know what was going on with Jimmy Butler. And Bam Adebayo wants the ball, but he didn't act like he wanted the ball, right? There gotta be some give me the rock. Their offense was super suspect. And then you gotta give some credit to the Hawks. They're basically throw it up and crash the boards. And if we don't make it, go get the rebound. And I think it bothered them. They couldn't get out and run. They couldn't get anything easy. The Hawks played almost the perfect kind of ugly win, almost intentionally ugly. We're going to walk the ball up every time. We're going to make it station to station. We're going to make a shot, and then we're going to have our big men crash the boards, and we're going to frustrate you to death. It's a workable game plan for the play-in. I don't think it'll work against Boston, but it's a great play-in strategy, right? And then,
when you got one game to win,
right? Just muck it up, man.
You got one game to win. You got to do what you got to do. Well,
Minnesota can learn from them.
For sure. I do think there's one stat that every team can think about, and that is O-boards. That will get you games. O-boards will get you games. So, Marcus, we appreciate you breaking that down for us. Thank you for joining us on Women's Wednesday.
Hey, Kelsey, can I get a ticket, man? We trying to get out here to the Bay. Can you?
Look, DC
this out our price range.
My money, Marcus.
This out our price range out here. Can
While
we come in
figure
with
that out, we'll be right back.
Hey, thank you for watching Brother from Another. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do that now. Don't forget you can catch us 3 to 4 weekdays on PeacockTV.com and on Sirius XM Channel 85.